Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 things that I look for when I'm first researching a stock and considering buying it. So I'm going to do this with essentially simulating a stock analysis that I would do with Bank of America. So the first thing that I would do is just search up Bank of America stock. And what that's going to bring up, it'll show you the ticker symbol, the name of the stock, and this little chart, so you can kind of start to see what's going on. But I prefer the website of Yahoo Finance. This is where I find the information is really easy to understand and it has everything that I'm looking for. Now, the first thing that I look at when I get to this website is the price to earnings ratio, and this is the ratio of the company's price to the earnings per share. The average price to earnings across the market is anywhere between 13 and 15. So as you can see, Bank of America is somewhat of a discount, but nothing too crazy. As you can see, in comparison to that, with a stock like Zoom, which has really blown up throughout this whole COVID situation, the price to earnings is 1.5K, which is just absurd, and for me, that just shows that it's overpriced. The second thing that I look for when I'm researching a stock is a dividend. And basically, what a dividend is just a payment that a company makes to you just for owning the stock. I consider it to be somewhat of free money, and it guarantees growth for the year because you're getting that money regardless of whether the company actually grows its share price. So as you can see with Bank of America, they have a dividend of 72 cents, and I believe with them they pay quarterly, so that would be roughly every 3 months. And so you would get a fourth of that 72 cents, which would be 18 cents every 3 months, totaling up to giving you 3% of the total price of the stock. So that means 3% of guaranteed growth. Now this is slightly above average, with the average dividend being roughly 2%, but it really varies depending on the sector that you're investing in. Usually your higher paying sector is going to be your telecommunications, so that's going to be your AT&T, your Verizon, as well as the utility sector is normally pretty good with its dividends. The lower paying sectors are generally going to be things like materials or industrials. So the third thing that I look at when I'm researching a stock is the 52-week range. For me personally, I almost never buy a stock when it's at its 52-week high because when I buy it anywhere below the 52-week high, I feel that it gives it more room to grow and you're more likely to see it go up. So in the case of Bank of America, you can see that it's right in the middle of its 52-week low and high, so you're getting a pretty decent discount. The fourth thing that I look at when I'm researching stocks is under this financials tab, and that's going to be the net income. So basically, this is the actual profit that the company is making at the end of the year, and the only thing that I want to see when it comes to this is just a consistent increase from year to year. And as you can see, 17 billion, 18 billion, 28 billion, a little step down, but that's a very insignificant difference. So this company is doing what I like to see when it comes to the net income. Now, the fifth and final thing that I like to look at when I'm researching a stock is under this analysis tab. And at the end of the day, I'm not the smartest when it comes to this, so I like to look towards the experts and see what they have to say with these 3 things right here. So first off, you have the buy, strong buy, hold, underperform, and sell, and they have a nice little chart that's really easy to understand. Basically, the more green you see, the more likely it is to be a good buy, and the more red you see, the more likely it is to not be a good buy. And this is made even simpler by this chart right here. You can see that Bank of America falls right in between buy and hold, but closer to buy, so analysts are considering this to be a good stock. This is further reiterated with the analyst price targets. It shows you the current price of $24.51, with the average target being $28 and the high being $41, the low not being too much below the current, which is a really good sign. To go along with this, and a little bonus with the Bank of America stock, if you scroll down, you'll see some news, and as we all know, Warren Buffett is pretty good at what he does, and you can see that he's been adding $800 million of Bank of America stock into his portfolio recently, so that's always a good sign. Well, I hope that this video was easy for you to understand, and obviously this isn't all of the analysis that I would do when looking into a stock, but this is what I would start with to see if it's even something that I would consider. I hope that you learned something, and if you did enjoy the video and you learned something, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this. And let me know in the comments if you have any ideas of videos that you may want to see or something that you wonder about. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.